being ignored, ghosted, left on read. It stings, right? Triggers that deep down insecurity, that nagging self-doubt. Suddenly you're questioning everything. Did I say something wrong? Did I come on too strong? Am I just not good enough? And the urge to chase, to text again, to do something to get her attention is almost overwhelming. But what if I told you her silence isn't a rejection, but an opportunity? A chance to flip the script, reclaim your power, and make her regret ever overlooking you. Welcome to Stoic Spirit, the channel where we help you navigate the complexities of modern life with strength, wisdom, and unshakable confidence. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of Stoics. We're in this together. Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic art of turning the tables when a woman ignores you. This isn't about manipulative tactics or playing games. It's about self-mastery. It's about cultivating inner strength, building unshakable confidence, and becoming the man she can't ignore. Drop a comment below and let me know your experiences with being ignored. And make sure you watch until the very end, because the most valuable lesson is yet to come. Now, let's dive in. 1. Her silence is a test, and you're about to ace it. Decode the game and take control. Let's be honest, fellas. In the dating game, silence is rarely just silence. More often than not, it's a strategic move, a power play designed to test your reaction, to gauge your level of interest, to see how easily you can be rattled. Think of it as a silent interrogation, a subtle challenge to your ego. She's watching to see how you'll respond. Will you crumble under the pressure of her indifference, sending a flurry of anxious texts and pleading calls, checking her social media every 5 minutes, driving yourself crazy with unanswered questions? Or will you remain calm, cool, and collected, refusing to give her the reaction she's so clearly looking for? Here's the truth. Reacting emotionally hands her the win. It confirms her suspicions that she holds the power in the situation, that your happiness hinges on her attention, that you're easily manipulated by her games. It tells her that she can control your emotional state with a simple lack of response. A pretty intoxicating feeling for someone looking to validate their own ego or test their control over you. And let's be real, no one wants to feel like they're being toyed with or emotionally strung along. But staying calm? That's where your power lies. Indifference, in the face of her silence, is the ultimate countermove. It's the unexpected response that disrupts her carefully calculated game, throws her off balance, and makes her question her own strategy. It signals that you're not easily swayed by her tactics, that you're secure in yourself, and that her silence holds absolutely no power over your emotional state. It's the quiet confidence that speaks volumes, the unspoken message that says, "I'm not playing your game, I'm playing my own." And that, gentlemen, is incredibly attractive. It shows you possess a quality that many men lack: emotional control. It suggests that you're not needy, not desperate, not easily manipulated. You're a man who knows his own worth, a man who isn't fazed by a little silent treatment. This kind of self-assuredness is intriguing, and it can quickly turn the tables, making her wonder what you're up to and why you're not falling for her game. This is where the real power shift begins. 2. It's not about you, so stop overthinking. Reclaim your mental space. Let's be real, when a woman ignores you, your mind can become a battlefield. It's a relentless cycle of overthinking, second-guessing, and self-doubt. You replay every conversation, analyze every text, searching for clues, for answers, for any indication of what you might have done wrong. Was I too eager? Did I say something stupid? Is she seeing someone else? The questions swirl endlessly, each one chipping away at your confidence and leaving you feeling powerless. But here's the liberating truth. The reasons why she's ignoring you are largely irrelevant. Think about it. Is she genuinely busy with work or family obligations? Possible. Is she playing hard to get, testing your level of interest? Also possible. Has she simply lost interest and moved on? That's a possibility too. Or maybe, just maybe, it's something completely unrelated to you. A personal issue she's dealing with, a technology glitch, a miscommunication. The point is, you'll likely never know the real reason, and even if you did, would it change anything? Probably not. Your energy, your mental bandwidth, your precious time, these are finite resources. Don't waste them on endless speculation and agonizing over something you can't control. You can't control her actions, her motivations, or her feelings. You can't force her to respond, to explain herself, or to suddenly become interested. Trying to decipher the why behind her silence is like chasing a ghost. Exhausting, frustrating, and ultimately futile. What you can control, however, is your response. You have complete autonomy over your own thoughts, actions, and emotions. You get to choose how you react to her silence, how you spend your time, and how you define your own self-worth. This is where your power lies. By shifting your focus from the uncontrollable to the controllable, you reclaim your mental space, your emotional well-being, and your sense of self. So stop overthinking. Let go of the need to know why and focus on what truly matters, your own response. This is the first step towards reclaiming your power and becoming the unshakable man she can't ignore. 3. Stoicism, your secret weapon, finding freedom in indifference. In the emotional roller coaster of modern dating, Stoicism emerges not as a dusty, ancient philosophy, but as a powerful, practical toolkit for navigating the inevitable ups and downs. When you're reeling from being ignored, feeling the sting of rejection, and battling the urge to chase, Stoicism offers a lifeline, a path to reclaiming your power and finding peace amidst the chaos. Its core tenet: focus on what you can control, your own thoughts and actions. This simple yet profound principle is the key to unlocking emotional freedom. It's about recognizing that you have no control over external events, like her silence, but you do have complete control over your internal world, your thoughts, your emotions, your responses. This isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending you don't care. It's about choosing how you respond to those feelings, how you allow them to shape your actions. Detach from her silence. Recognize it as an external event, something outside your sphere of influence. Don't allow it to dictate your emotional state, your self-worth, or your sense of peace. Instead, view it as an opportunity to practice the art of detachment, to cultivate a sense of inner resilience that transcends the whims of others. Embrace indifference. This isn't apathy. It's power. It's the power to choose your own emotional state, regardless of her actions. It's the power to say, your silence doesn't define me. Your indifference doesn't diminish my worth. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your own value, from being secure in who you are, regardless of external validation. This indifference isn't about being cold or uncaring. It's about reclaiming your emotional sovereignty. It's about refusing to allow her silence to control your feelings, your actions, or your sense of self. Stoicism empowers you to find freedom in indifference, to liberate yourself from the emotional roller coaster of chasing validation and seeking approval. It's about choosing to respond with wisdom, with strength, and with a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. It's about becoming the unshakable man who is in control of his own destiny, a man who is impervious to the fleeting whims of others. This, my friend, is true power. 4. The power of nothing, the art of strategic inaction. In a world that constantly urges us to do something, to be someone, to achieve something, the idea of doing absolutely nothing can feel counterintuitive, even radical. Especially when you're facing the sting of being ignored, your instincts scream at you to act, to reach out, to bridge the silence with a text, a call, anything to get a response. But what if the most powerful move in this situation is actually the most difficult one? What if the key to reclaiming your power is to do absolutely nothing? No desperate texts, no pleading calls, no late-night accidental likes on her Instagram posts, no attempts to casually bump into her at her favorite coffee shop. Just silence. Complete and utter radio silence. This strategic inaction might seem counterintuitive, even passive, but it's far from it. It's a powerful display of strength, a quiet assertion of self-worth, an unspoken declaration of independence. It demonstrates that you're not easily rattled, that you're not desperate for her attention, that her silence doesn't hold the power to dictate your actions or your emotional state. This power of nothing is particularly effective because it subverts her expectations. She's likely anticipating a reaction, a predictable pattern of pursuit. By doing nothing, you disrupt this pattern, you throw her off balance, and you force her to question her own assumptions. She may start to wonder, Why isn't he chasing me? Is he not interested? Is he seeing someone else? Has he actually moved on? This subtle shift in the power dynamic is crucial. It takes you out of the role of the pursuer and puts her in a position of uncertainty. It creates a void, a space for her to feel your absence, to recognize the shift in your energy, and perhaps to even begin to miss you. This isn't about playing games or manipulating her emotions. It's about reclaiming your own power and demonstrating a level of self-control and emotional maturity that is truly magnetic. It's about showing her, and more importantly yourself, that you are not defined by her attention, her validation, or her presence in your life. You are complete within yourself. And that, my friend, is the most powerful message you can send. 5. Self-improvement. The ultimate revenge. Level up your life and let her watch. Let's be honest, the best revenge isn't petty or vindictive. It's living well. And the best way to live well? Self-improvement. While she's busy playing mind games and orchestrating silent treatments, you're playing a different game entirely. The game of self-evolution. You're leveling up your life, focusing on your growth, and becoming the best version of yourself. And trust me, this is what will make her regret ignoring you. Think of it this way. She's chosen to withdraw her attention, to remove herself from your orbit. Fine. Use that space, that newfound freedom, to focus on you. Hit the gym, sculpt a physique that embodies strength and discipline. Not for her, but for yourself. The confidence boost alone will be worth it. Pursue your passions with renewed vigor. Dust off that old guitar, sign up for that photography class, or finally start writing that novel you've always dreamed of. Reconnect with hobbies and interests that ignite your soul, activities that make you feel alive and energized. This isn't about filling the void she left behind. It's about rediscovering your own passions and building a life that is rich, fulfilling, and independent of her validation. Invest in your personal and professional growth. Take that online course, learn a new language, or network with people in your industry. Expand your knowledge, sharpen your skills, and become a more well-rounded and capable individual. This not only boosts your confidence, but also opens up new opportunities and avenues for personal and professional success. This journey of self-improvement is the ultimate revenge, not because it's designed to make her jealous, but because it's the most effective way to build a life you love. A life that is so full and vibrant that her absence becomes irrelevant. And when she sees you thriving, radiating confidence, pursuing your passions, and living your best life, she'll realize what she's missing. She'll see a man who is not defined by her attention, a man who is in control of his own destiny, a man who is truly irresistible. And that, my friends, is the sweetest revenge of all. 6. Reverse psychology. Make her chase you. The power of strategic indifference. Let's talk about reverse psychology, a tactic often misunderstood and misused in the dating world. When wielded correctly, however, it can be a powerful tool for shifting the power dynamic and sparking her interest. The key? Combining strategic indifference with genuine self-improvement. Ignoring her back might seem counterintuitive. After all, if you want her attention, shouldn't you be trying to get it, not actively avoiding it? But think about it. When you chase, you're playing her game, operating by her rules. You're handing her the power, putting yourself in a position of weakness, and ultimately diminishing your value in her eyes. By ignoring her back, you're doing the unexpected. You're disrupting the predictable pattern of pursuit and creating a sense of uncertainty. She's expecting you to react, to reach out, to plead your case. When you don't, she's thrown off balance. She starts to question her own assumptions. Why isn't he responding? Is he really not bothered? Is he seeing someone else? This is where the self-improvement piece comes in. It's not enough to simply ignore her. You need to actively demonstrate that you're moving on, that you're thriving without her. This is what truly fuels the reverse psychology engine. She sees you leveling up, pursuing your passions, radiating confidence. And suddenly, she's the one feeling left behind. The combination of your indifference and your evident growth creates a potent cocktail of curiosity and, just maybe, a touch of regret. She starts to wonder what she's missing. She remembers the qualities she was initially drawn to, and now she sees them amplified, refined, and even more compelling. Your silence becomes a mystery she wants to unravel. Your indifference, a challenge she wants to overcome. The tables have turned. You're no longer chasing her validation. She's subtly seeking yours. And that, my friends, is the sweet taste of reverse psychology working its magic. This isn't about manipulation. It's about reclaiming your power and becoming the kind of man who attracts, not chases. 7. Project Unshakeable Confidence, the magnetism of inner calm. In the often turbulent waters of dating, one quality stands out above all others: confidence. But we're not talking about the loud, boisterous, chest-thumping kind of confidence that often masks insecurity. We're talking about the quiet, unwavering self-assurance that comes from deep within, the kind of confidence that is grounded in self-awareness, emotional mastery, and a deep sense of self-worth. Let's face it, anxiety is repulsive. Neediness, desperation, and emotional instability are turnoffs. They signal a lack of self-control, a dependence on external validation, and a fragility that is anything but attractive. When you're consumed by anxiety about her silence, it seeps into your interactions, your body language, your very essence. It's a repellent, pushing people away rather than drawing them in. Calmness, on the other hand, is magnetic. It's the quiet strength that draws others in, the steady presence that commands respect, the unshakable self-assurance that inspires confidence. It signals that you're in control of your own emotions, that you're not easily rattled, and that you possess an inner peace that transcends the external chaos of the dating world. This isn't about pretending you don't have feelings. It's about mastering those feelings, about choosing how you respond to them, and about cultivating a sense of inner calm that radiates outward. Cultivate inner peace. This isn't some mystical concept. It's a practice. It's about taking the time to connect with yourself, to understand your own emotions, and to develop healthy coping mechanisms for dealing with stress and anxiety. Meditation, mindfulness practices, journaling, spending time in nature, these are all powerful tools for cultivating inner peace and building emotional resilience. Project Unwavering Self-Assurance. This doesn't mean arrogance or bravado. It means owning your worth, recognizing your strengths, and believing in your own value, regardless of external validation. It's about standing tall, speaking your truth, and pursuing your passions with unwavering conviction. It's about embodying the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. This inner strength, this unshakable self-assurance, is what makes you truly irresistible. It's the magnetic force that draws others in, the quiet power that commands respect, and the ultimate expression of self-mastery. It's the quality that sets you apart from the crowd, the one thing that she and everyone else can't ignore. 8. Detach from the outcome, the liberating power of non-attachment. One of the most profound lessons Stoicism teaches us is the art of detachment, specifically, detaching from outcomes we cannot control. In the context of dating, this means releasing the desperate need for her validation, the anxious anticipation of her response, the obsessive focus on whether or not she likes you. This doesn't mean you suddenly become apathetic or uninterested. It means you shift your focus from the external, her reaction, to the internal, your own sense of self-worth. Your happiness doesn't depend on her validation. This is a fundamental truth that many of us struggle to internalize. We're conditioned to seek external approval, to measure our worth based on how others perceive us. But true happiness, true freedom, comes from within. It's about recognizing your inherent value, independent of anyone else's opinion. It's about finding contentment and fulfillment in your own life, your own pursuits, your own growth. Detach from the outcome. Release the need to control the uncontrollable. Accept that you cannot force her to respond, to like you, or to choose you. This acceptance isn't defeat, it's liberation. It frees you from the emotional roller coaster of chasing validation, the constant anxiety of waiting for a reply, the crippling fear of rejection. It allows you to approach the situation with a sense of calm detachment, knowing that your worth is not contingent on her response. This freedom is what makes you truly powerful. When you're no longer attached to the outcome, you're no longer at the mercy of her whims. You're free to be yourself, to express yourself authentically, and to pursue your passions without the fear of judgment or rejection. This inner freedom radiates outward, making you more confident, more attractive, and more compelling. So, the next time she ignores you, remember this: her silence is your opportunity. It's an opportunity to practice detachment, to cultivate inner strength, and to focus on building a life that is so rich and fulfilling that her validation becomes irrelevant. Use it wisely. Invest in yourself, pursue your passions, and become the man you are always meant to be. This is the path to true freedom, true happiness, and true power. This is the Stoic way. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has empowered you to reclaim your power and approach dating with a Stoic mindset. Remember, her silence is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of her choices. Use this opportunity to focus on your own growth, your own happiness, and your own journey. Hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Spirit for more videos on mastering your emotions, building unshakable confidence, and navigating the challenges of modern life with strength and wisdom. Let me know in the comments below how you handle being ignored. I'd love to hear your strategies and insights. Remember, you are the prize. Now go out there and become the man you were always meant to be.